Out of all the many units of tabs, what is your favorite? Maybe the fabled ice giant, or the powerful super boxer, or the terrifying dark peasant. Or maybe, just maybe, it's something a little bit more niche. Well, I'm here today to get onto the soapbox and ramble on and on about my favorite unit. And the lengths I have pushed it, all because of one small little ability that makes it be able to have some actual strategy in this godforsaken strategy game. But I hear you asking, I hope, what is this unit and what ability could it have to make tabs have more strategy because of it? Well, costing 200 points, belonging to the secret faction, and being released before its actual main faction, the Teacher. Yeah, fun fact by the way, although being found in an ancient map, it's meant to be a Renaissance unit, which is pretty strange because it came out before Renaissance. But either way, I'm here to talk about why little me decided that the Teacher of all things is my unit and better than everything else. If you somehow don't know or haven't used the Teacher unit before, how dare you? This unit has an almost unique ability, the parry. I didn't know this until recently, but apparently the Captain and Pirate Queen units also have the parry. And what does the parry do? Well, if landed, it can block a strike. Doesn't work on shields, but it's a start. And although this ability seems to be quite underwhelming at first glance, trust me, it can get very powerful, very fast. As for the parry, there's one thing that separates itself from other defensive abilities. That's the fact that it heavily shortens the attack cooldown of the Teacher to half a second. But it can also act as both a block as well as a dodge of sorts. And while the other units that have this are bigger, faster, and stronger than most, they don't really gain much from this side of the ability. But as for the slim and slightly nimble Teacher, they can benefit a lot from this, as they don't really have a lot of health, but weak enough to be killed by the Reaper's tentacles. You may be wondering, how can they gain a benefit from this? Well, good question. Well, the Teacher itself can benefit from this a little bit during parries to gain space from the opponent. The real skill comes from the possession aspect of the Teacher. When Teacher parries, they only tend to do so only when under immediate attack, but you can control it, and you have the range to spam it as much as your heart contents. And so if you use it to circle many opponents, or just get away from one big bad, I'm very good at this whole foreshadowing thing, aren't I? And so, this lets you be able to not only get away, but safely as well. And moving backwards is not as fast as moving forward, so having a safe, spammable back option, it allows you to speedily retreat or just gain some distance if needed, with the bonus of practically giving you your offensive capabilities for free, which is strangely good for the Teacher of all things. I guess he prefers to teach swordsmanship over mathematics. And so, being able to somewhat spam that sword of yours is a great bonus for this unit too. What, or rather who, made me do this? Why, the King of course, the most basic tank unit of the game, costing 1,500 points compared to the Teacher's 200. It shouldn't compare well, and it kinda doesn't. But somehow the Teacher can yet still parry that big ass sword of the King. Sometimes, mind you, but he needs a little bit of distance. And that's the thing. He always gets too much distance and goes further and further away and just cannot strike the King. Meaning that eventually he gets backed up into a corner. And yeah. But either way, he keeps doing that until he dies, basically. But with the power of the Teacher's parry in my brain, which is only a little bit better, I can actually get close enough to hit the damn thing. The problem now is I need to get away, which is where the parry dodge spamming comes in. And although not working all the time because of questionable sword physics, eventually I made it work. Just a note, I did this on Switch. So every around 30 seconds, I had to take a new screen capture, hence the pausing.
Put a poultry, put a beer. Huh? Huh? Chain the bird. Barrel poop. Huh? And the breed. Huh? Huh? Barrel poop. Hey hop. Huh?
And so, this first win is what sent me down the rabbit hole. And although this isn't the first time I did this is the one I had recorded. As well as this, I also used the parry to circle lots of squares. I got to around 20 with this strategy, but you could probably do better enough time. I got to like 21 and couldn't really do 22. I have no recording of this. Just take my word for it. But the thing is, I feel like I could do more, and more, and more, and so I went higher. Better. No matter what got in the way. I decided I will try to show how the teacher does against every single tabs unit, and made many tables about it, and I mean multiple. I had to update it many times, and even the most recent one isn't perfect, as I think they could be done if I were just better. But here is the table. As you can see, it's a little big. Okay, I'll zoom in for you. As you can see, there are a lot of yeses and a few nos, and a couple unsure's. I'll explain the method to my madness really quickly so you can understand this thing better. Yes is yes, I did beat the unit. No is no, I did not beat the unit. And unsure means that although I think there may be a chance, I, personally, was not able to do it. I'll be putting some footage on screen of the battles I recorded. Some of them were more interesting than others. Obviously, I wasn't going to record Squire or Halfling. But some, like the Void Cultist, were very interesting. I'll get to that in a second though. But as you can see, a lot of these were in possession mode, but some, like Monkey King or Vampire, were not. Because I'm not perfect, and I cannot do some of the stuff that regular teacher unit can actually do. The teacher unit is better at being defensive, but can struggle against very offensive opponents, which also has some defense, like Knight, Ravenstaff, which is a really high health like Minotaur, that can charge at you, while barely being scratched by the sword. The teacher is very good at handling some of the offensive units. Unsurprisingly, a lot. Well, better than I thought it would be. But first of all, I think Reaper is impossible for obvious reasons. But apart from instant kill mechanics, there's also the problem of high health, fast enemies like Minotaur, and auto-aiming quick enemies like Quick Draw. I never thought that Quick Draw would be fast at shooter. But if they can take more than a couple of hits, be able to attack quickly, and have a lot of knockback, or just straight up one-shot me, then it's a done deal. But for what Teacher is, I still think it did well. I'm proud of where I took it, even with their clear drawbacks and weaknesses. Is this it? Is this all he can do? Is nothing else possible? God no. Do you want to know why units like Ninja, Harpooner, Chieftain, Monkey King, and a few more are interesting to me? Because all of those units I had originally put down as no. And yet, they all fell to the Teacher's power. Even when I was unsure, even when I thought it was impossible, I was able to beat them all. Now imagine what someone who knows what they're doing could accomplish. Maybe you can't beat Zeus or Da Vinci or whatever. Just remember that Teacher costs 200 and Zeus costs 2000. There's a little bit of a difference there. In case anyone for whatever reason wants to try this for themselves, here are the rules. It must be a 1v1, or if you're crazy, have units versus one teacher, and only one teacher. As well as that, no obstruction from terrain, must be flat ground. You are allowed to possess the teacher, or not possess, or switch in and out. No kills from water or falling off the map, they must be killed via the teacher. That's all I can think of when it comes to my rules. So if you want to lose your hair, there you go. You can learn many things. Use strategy when necessary. Most units have strength that make them stand out, even in their niche form. And most importantly, spam units aren't bad, because a single halfling can't take on a knight. Trust me, if I see super comparisons like that ever again, or see anyone called Dragon bad, because he gets beaten by a point-blank wheelbarrow, I'm going to kill myself.
Hello there. I'm using Carl voice because the original recording of me doing this was way too bad. This segment is a place I may do in my videos if I ever make anything more where I just speak unscripted. This is mainly inspired by Viora, but unless she is a hardcore Tabs fan, that won't matter. Either way, in the future I may do videos about Tabs, Tower Defense Simulator, Piggy, or more. I am currently thinking about making a video about the Taekwondo and Jester units, and how OP their kick abilities are. I was able to kill some very powerful units with them, no spoilers though. Next, if you liked this video, you can sub if you want, but it doesn't really matter that much. If I continue, I will. If not, then I won't. This is just here in case I want a creative outlet. But anyway, I'm sorry for the bad voice work from before. I'm still trying to get that right. If I get a better microphone and practice my voice a bit, it'll be better, just trust. But should I try more of a performer voice, natural voice, or Toad from the Mario series? By the way, I can do a Toad impression, and I use it to annoy my friends, as you do when you can do stupid impressions. But either way, goodbye for now. I may improve, or not. If not, then it is to annoy more people. This voice really cannot laugh,